This replay was sponsored by BMK Overlord of the Dark Cloud, who helped purchase some additional internet so I can continue to bring you this show while I'm abroad at the moment. And welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment 4v3 Reforged replay. And today we're at Khazad Dum Halls, and as you can see, this map is still under construction. It would really appear that all the Valor have really gone crazy with the word light, and they've built a big white building to shine over this area. In any case, we have a huge white rectangle, but inside it actually looks pretty good. The halls themselves look really good inside this big white block we have in front of us. So hopefully we get to be in there a bit more than out here, because it just looks weird at the moment. In any case, this replay was sent to me by Jrose. He'll be commanding the realm of Angmar today. We've got the dreaded witches. He's generals in this unit. That could be a bit of a gamble. Next we have some trolls of Gundabad. I say gamble because these guys can be focused down easily by archers, crossbows, whatever, and they'll go down quickly. The general also doesn't have too much protection here, so he's a little bit vulnerable in a witchy unit. Next we have 2 units of Blackwatch Legion. These guys look like they're armoured up. Next we have Witchron Pikemen, who are not armoured up. We have 2 units of Guardians of Khazad Dum armoured up, 1 unit of Guardians of Khazad Dum not armoured up. We have 1 unit of Snaga Archers. We have some Barrow-Whites holding a ladder for some reason. And some Witchron Scourge Raiders armoured up, 2 units. And some Witchron Hammer Guard. Now there might be a wall that these letters can somehow go on, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Moving on to the first of his allies, we have Jrose of Erebor, commanded by Froggy. He's also a member of the Renegade Hobbits clan, I think. If he's not, then I got that wrong. In any case, hey Froggy. Next we have some Ironfoot Pikes here, Ironfoot Crossbows, Pikes, Spears, Sons of the Fallen. I'm going to guess the rest. Maybe Mithril Guard, maybe some Erebor Legionnaires, and even some Blackhawk Engineers. Possibly some Highborns of Erebor too. Really didn't make that part easy. In any case, he just stacked the army that way because it's easier to move when the battle begins. He's got some distance to cover, so that's why. And this actually looks amazing. Look at that. That looks bloody awesome, guys. Although this map is not fully complete, I imagine when it is, it'll look amazing, especially at the top. But yeah, that entrance is incredible. Can't get over that actually. Anyway, the third player is Dol Amroth, commanded by Tundrous Fox, a veteran of Reforged. He knows what he's doing. We've got 2 units of Dornell Archers, some Dornell Swordsmen here. We've got some Tanostian Spearmen, 2 units. Dornell Swordsmen again, more Swordsmen. Possibly the 1 unit here. We also have a Catapult. We have Edhelm Halberdiers, 3 units, very good in the siege. And anyway, really, just good for sieges, good for holding a battle line together. Always bring Halberdiers. They'll always do right by you. Next we have Belfast Marines, a decent javelin unit. We have some Black Swan Renegades who are almost cannon fodder when it comes to cavalry. Cavalry will just mow these guys down like they're nothing. But in an infantry fight, they'll do right by you. Next we have Dismounted Knights of the Silver Swan, and some Edhelm Men-at-Arms, armoured up. We have some Haven Guard, general in this unit, and some civilians. The cannon fodder. Probably send them in first. Traditionally that's what most players do. Or use them as a buffer against cab charges as well. But that's not needed here today. Finally we have Harad, commanded by Thick D. He's got some Haradian Spearmen, some Champions of Nafrat, 2 units of Trollman of Harad. We have Saffron Pikemen, 1, 2 units. We have Saffron Warband, 2 units here. We'll have Beast Hunters, the Javelin unit of Harad. This is the light tier Javelin unit compared to the heavy hitters, which are the Demons of the Desert, the best Javelin unit in the game. We have Dismounted Serpent Guard, armoured up, 3 units. And we have some Mulhad Berserkers, 2 units, and Mulhad Beast Tamers, 2 units. Over here, we have some more Mulhad Beast Hunters. And that is it. So, moving on to the first of 3 defenders in the Khazad Dum halls. It's also look amazing. The detail is incredible. Okay, we've got Dale here, commanded by Vrath. We have some Bardian Marksmen, some Dalian Spearmen, Bardian Herd, Loquindi Pikes, 2 units, Dwarven Miners, Lake Town Infantry. We have his ally, MP Bekami 13. MP's got some Dwarven Miners here. Dismounted Earls of Dale, Sons of the Fallen. We're just going to call out the players and units as we see them. The final defender is Boyd. He's commanding. He's got some Naru and Naru Royal Guard, some Casimir's Rangers, and we have some Naru and Naru Sentinels, more Binding Herd, a couple of units of them here I think. We've got some Legion Bodyguard, Dalian Spearmen, 2 units. We've got some 4th Legion Shield Guard, 1st Legion Pikes, a couple of units of them there. More Dalian Spearmen, and 2 more units here of Shield Guard. Can't really make up too much more than that here. Finally, we've got some Corsair Crossbows, 2 units. I've already covered that catapult. And we have some Dalian Paladins. And the way they're all set up here, it looks like there's only 1 entrance to these halls here. Possibly 2. I'm not exactly sure. No, I think there's only 1 entrance and that's the front. So this will be a curious battle. But we'll get started. Enjoy. Now, we'll do a small cut here, and we'll come back once the players get into position. Alright guys, we're back, and Dolamoth is going in. Thunderstruck is going to start us off. It looks like we had some hidden units, well it looks like we had some units outside, might have been hidden, might not have been. We've got some Orc Hunters of Khazad Dum in position along the battlements here. We've also got some Dalian Bowmen here as well. So the defenders have sallied out of the halls. They're going to try and fight and hold the halls, which is very nice of them. It's going to make this battle a whole lot more interesting. And check it out. Well, we can't actually follow the guys here, but they've gone under the other underground battlements. This is the way in. This is the way the attackers have to come, down these huge ass steps. We've got the battlements over here. The good thing about this fortress is that the archers you have positioned to the walls here, for the most part, are relatively protected and aren't in danger at all, at least until the attackers don't claim the first level. Once they get here, then they can start moving around. I think. I'm a little bit fuzzy on how this works actually. Now, let me just go inside the halls for a second. No, we'll keep an eye on how they did that. Alright, so we might do another cut. It looks like. Oh no, we are going to do another cut. Okay, some our Karandas Legion copped it. Oh, Dwarven catapults here back down to 3 shots instead of 9. That definitely makes things a bit more easy, I suppose, for the defenders. But damn, that catapult is really accurate. 2 hits in the 1 unit. The witches spread out. And it looks like 1 catapult's been destroyed here for the attackers. Some Dornell swordsmen acting as a shield for the catapult crew. They've been focused down by War Hunters. Sentries are constantly being sent up. Oh no. Not bad. That's the defending end. Taking some casualties. Surprised the pikes aren't amongst the dwarven miners to get some more protection that way. Okay, we've got some Ironfoot spears heading in. Oh yeah, dwarven miners are already being sent in. I'm liking the Khazad Dum shields. Like a new design. Dwarven miners doing their best, but they've only got pickaxes. Okay, the pikes are being withdrawn. The War Hunters are still firing. Actually, it says they're reloading, but they've actually stopped. So, I wonder when the Daring Bowmen will start firing. Jrose is really sending forth a lot of his army. Alright, the Ironfoot spears are in position. And they're pushing the Khazad Dum soldiers back. This hasn't prompted a reaction yet from the defenders. Boyd has troops here. MP Beckett's still got some more. First Legion pikes. They're pushing through. If defenders aren't careful, they're going to break through and get around in that corner. And it's actually easier if the attackers hold them here, because their archers have a good angle on them. All right, you can see some troops going through here. This is some Bellicath marksmen. Where do they come out? I wonder if they go through. Yep, they do. How about that? That's not a bad tunnel at all. But it means these battlements here are totally secure. Makes it really unfair then for the attackers, especially if they've got plenty of body-piercing troops out here. I mean, it'd be better if the attackers had access to the battlements maybe on the first level here, a small tunnel here instead of all the way inside. Because there is no way those archers are relatively protected. There's not much the attackers can do about it. MP Beckham is still doing pretty well. Khazad Dum really struggling here with their ability. We've got Ironfoot Warriors being sent up. Belfast Marines are being called up. We've got Halberdiers here alone with some Dornell swordsmen. They need support. I'm thinking the Belfast Marines here could do a good number on this blob here. As you can see, the Dolomov flank is under attack. And they shouldn't bring up the catapult until this flank is secured. Tundra's sending in more swordsmen. Doesn't want to use his javelins yet. But we have some Hammers of Gundabad here, and they look awesome. This would be a good target for the Belfast Marines. I'm not sure why he's not sending them up. The catapult's just as good, if not better, but he's got to get it pretty close. In fact, he's getting it too close here. Sorry, I confused Khazad Dum with Umda. He's alright, my bad. Now, this is a bit of a conundrum here for MP Beckamy. Does he withdraw, or does he try to push further into the ranks? He's going to try and muscle his way through to get to the catapult. Look, if Tundra's going to do this, he's going to do it now before they push through. Okay. So I'm going to try to get the angle around here. I don't know. Catapult could be broken. Or glitched out. This happens a bit. Well, that's unfortunate. It was a good idea. But down in Bowman here, all hunters. What are they shooting at? Yep. And down in Bowman here firing in as well. Tundra's obviously having some pathfinding issues. How's the other side going? Well, as we can see, the other side is doing much better. Then again, they're not fighting against troops as elite as the Hammers are going to be. Snagger Archers. A lot of troops are just standing by. Okay, it looks like Tundra's might have moved his catapult crew. Yeah, he did. To relative safety. Alright, he's going to try and get the catapult back up here. Maybe the attacker's trying to light these catapults on fire. Charging in. Hammers are good about doing what hammers do best, just smashing their way through the ranks. Catapult crew still has 17 men. Where's he going? Oh, there's all these friends are down here. And 15, 13 now. Okay, looks like Hannah's got about 4, there's only 5 left. And the attackers are getting the upper hand here. They can get around this rank. They can attack the remaining defending troops from the rear. That could be Vic D's plan. It only work provided no more defenders come down from up here. Alright, Tundras is trying to push through. Yep, that's his plan. Defenders are sending in supporting troops. This is a bit of a kill box here. Alright, MP Beckley pretty much destroyed the first wave of the attack. Here comes the fresh attack. Straight from Jrose. It looks like his troops have suffered severe casualties. Possibly at the hand of all these archers. I'm not seeing any Khazad. Oh wait, I'm seeing some Khazad Dum bodies. Sorry, Guardians of Khazad Dum bodies right now. But given where they're falling, it looks like they fell away from the battle. So I'm not sure if they joined in the fight. But V-Wrath keeping his bowmen out here. We've got crossbowmen now. They could turn around and fire on them. From this angle they could hit them. Time will tell. Crossbows reload. Oh, nice positioning. Alright, MP Beckley feeling the pinch of a bit. And we've got the Legion bodyguard here. MP's committed an elite unit. One of the best units he has in his army. To the frontline defense. Oh, we've got Lake Town infantry. I think they were firing and they stopped. We just got a Downing bonus then. Yep. I think the Royals want to be going after the Downing Spearmen. Given their positioning. Yep. The body and marksman at the ready. This tight positioning is enabling Froggy to get some excellent kills. Now, it could be that the Danny Bowman have run out of ammunition. Unclear at this point. Yeah, how's Tundra's going over here? Alright, boys, send up some fresh troops. And the catapult is up here. The crew are up here. But they're not firing. We've got an archer unit over here that could spell the end for the catapult crew. Alright guys, what are you up to? Okay, it's firing. Possibly firing? It looks like it doesn't have a shot. Got some Dalian Spearmen the catapult could go after. They're on their way. So it's a flip of the coin. What the Tundra's going to do? Does he fire on that unit? We got Thick D sending up more troops. Possibly the same unit he sent up earlier. Some dismounted knights in the background there. It looks like Tundras might be having some pathfinding issues. Either that or the infantry here is just too close to his own troops, in which case the catapult will refuse to fire. Dalian Bowman's shaken. It's weird. I don't know why they'd be shaken. Yeah, I got some Bellica Axe Guard. They'll put a damper in the attacker's plans. Oh, the Airable Legionnaires in the mix. Second unit from Jrose, Guardians of Khazad Dum. Snagger Archers. Look, the attackers need to send up the Snagger Archers to fire on the body and marksmen. They've got to try and protect their troops somehow. Leaving them to slaughter just isn't the right thing. As in it, the defenders here have got free reign to slaughter all the troops, shoot them in the back. The attackers have got to get the archer unit up here to shoot back at them. Shooting on the ground shouldn't be done. Because, you know, the battle protects these guys pretty much 100%. Ah, Belfast Marines firing it. Unfortunately for them, they got no shot. Nah, that's as close as I can get. Sons of the Fallen doing more than you could expect them to do, really. Sons of the Fallen are a great spear unit. Probably the best spear unit in the game. Just the fact that they can hold so many troops at bay on their own, with almost no support, is the reason I give them that much credit. Their morale is great, they'll hardly ever break. Definitely one of the most reliable units in the game as well. And if the Witches were brought up here, they could make short work of them, but Jrose isn't bringing them up here. Probably through fear of being shot at by the body and marksman. Jrose troops look like they're thinning out here a little bit. Fortunately, Froggy has sent up more troops. A lot more. 2 more sets of spearmen coming in. Now, here come the spears. Excellent unit of spears, put more pressure. You know, if they can only get troops behind them, it makes things a lot easier. We've got here First Legion Pikes coming to reinforce the line. Getting very grindy. The defenders really don't want to give up this position. So we've got Rifle crossbows being recommitted to the fight. The attackers are running out of men. 33% to 28 though, not dead. So we've got a bunch of troops breaking. Not many troops left out here at the moment. Got a few troops forming up here, on this side. You see the attackers starting to get through now. It actually times 2 speed here, just to speed things up a little bit. Okay, we've got the crossbows firing in. Surprised if crossbows can fire with all these troops in front of them. Okay, spears are trying to hold these dwarves in place so the crossbows can continue shooting at them. Now those crossbows are making short work of these troops. Sons of the Fallen though, they're still going strong. Even with the Wolven support, even with Angmar being supported by Angmar, Sons of the Fallen still holding strong. I'm hearing something. Sounds like a catapult. What the hell is that? Wow! Tundra's Fox got off a great catapult shot. I can't get any closer, but he took out a lot of the defending troops there. Seems to really spurred on the defending troops coming through this way. I don't understand where the catapult go. Oh, they came down here. Okay. About Tundra, oh sorry, yeah, Tundra sent out some Belfast Marines over here. Boyd's still holding this position. The defenders don't want to give this up yet. Extremely grindy. We need something big here to break the deadlock. Whoa! Catapult did a big number there. Nice hits. Taking out chunks of the defense. You've got answers here trying to shoot the catapult through, but those guys are relatively protected. Still sizzling away there. Alright, for some reason Thick D and Tundras are not following the rest of the attack. The rest of the attackers in. He's holding back some of his troops. Okay, how far away is Froggy and Rosie away from breaking through? Alright, we've only got a few more Sons of the Fallen left. See, I don't know why they're just trying to get troops around them, pepper them with javelins, and then move forward. Because look, the defense aren't sending up reinforcing troops. They're too focused on the left side here than the right. Info crossbow's not firing. We're almost through. We're going back to ×2 speed again. I don't like to ×2 speed it, but as beautiful as this map is, it's a really grindy kind of map. It doesn't leave too many options for the attackers really to choose from, and the fact that they can't really get up on those battlements. There is zero chance of them getting on those battlements until they get all the way up and through the main gate here, behind these guys. So they're pretty much vulnerable. And imagine if you had Desert of the Demons or Blackhawk Engineers up there. You can probably wipe out any attempt to attack them from the attackers that post troops on the stairs on either side to try and shoot them. Okay, we've got some Iron Watch of Miramir. These guys are sent up and they were too close to the battle. The defender's getting some friendly fire there. Here come the rest of the attackers. Jrose and Froggy have broken through finally. Okay, we've got crossbow corsairs firing, as well as battlecraft marksmen, and all kinds of Khazad Dum. And we also have some Southern River Patrol and a catapult. Well, good news is these troops haven't broken, but it looks like the attackers need to get their troops into the ranks here against the battlecraft Axe Guards and the Naru Sentinels. Even start firing the catapult again to try and punch a hole through would be a good idea. These catapults, those crossbows are deadly. Oh, here comes the Southern River Patrol, they're firing now too. Good news is we've got the defenders finally with the crossbows in position. Oh, but now the catapult's blocking their way. Catapult down to 9. Down to 4, down to 3. We've lost one catapult. Down to 2. Good news is the broken catapult will protect the other one. And I think we're down to 1. I think that's it. We can't use any more catapult. These attackers are in a huge amount of trouble. These are just light troops, but they're being targeted at the moment. But all these heavy troops have already been killed. The attack here has really been stalled. And if the attackers don't want to lose any of the ground that they've gained, they've got to send up more troops, at least get them inside the archbase here. Yeah, it looks like Dick D and Tundras have done just that. They're preparing the next wave, but their teammates are going to do the same on the other side. There's no troops up here staged and ready, as there is on the other side, except for these Witchrom Scourge Raiders. Okay, we've got Snugger Archers here firing at the Naru Royal Guard. It's like poking a big bear. I would have gone after the Rangers personally. Yep, he's doing that now. He had the same idea. River Patrol firing again. The reinforcements coming through. Jesus. Man at Arms really struggling here. Oh, he pulled out the Rangers. Oh, he just pulled them back. Down to 48, so they killed about 30 of them. Seems like the defenders are running out of weapons to throw at these guys. By weapons I mean, you know, javelins, crossbows, archers. They're running low. Big Ras still's got some ammo here. Right, we're going to times 2 speed it again, I think, for a little while. We got the catapult firing. Big hits there. That might cause units to break. Actually. Ah, friendly fire. That's what the attackers want to see. Snugger Arts is firing at the Khazad Dum patrol. Ah, the witches have arrived from Jrose. They're not firing anymore. Okay, the gentleman's coming through. Southern River Patrol probably racking him up here. Okay, now we've got a big push here. This is a big push. The Blackwatch Legion are coming through. Troops being thrown around. Alright, they've got to stack them up. Alright, the attack appears to be coordinated. Everyone's moving up. Blackwatch Legion are definitely doing their part. The Trolls of Gundabad moving in. Trolls of Angmar, sorry. I thought it was Trolls of Gundabad. Yeah, it is Trolls of Gundabad. Alright, Froggy following him in. Oh, we've got Casimir's Rangers now here. Okay, attackers wisely placing their positions here. Good fire on the Blackwatch Legion. But the attackers are still pushing through. They've gained a lot of ground here and they've got to stack the deck to stop themselves getting pushed back here. Jrose is setting up more troops now. Thick D commanding a lot more men. They've got to put some more men in the centre. They're just stacking them on the flanks. Blackwatch Legion is starting to fall. And the attackers are pressing hard. Royal Guard loading up. Witcher Hammer Guard moving in. Catapults firing, took out a troll there. What we got here? There's the Belfast Marines firing. Attackers still trying to push through. Got more troops being sent up. Got some Barrow-wights being sent in now. Trolls are good today. We're going to try and go for the Rangers on it. They're pursuing, they're going after the Trolls. Witches are here. Okay, more like Beast Hunters throwing their javelins now. This is definitely helping out the attackers here. Jrose being very conservative with his witches. You'd think he'd want to use them here. and definitely rack up more kills and definitely open up some holes for the attackers to punch through. And once they get through this defense, they'll make the attack. They'll send the defenders into a panic, and they might just try to do a general retreat. In which case, the attackers can get extra kills when they try to pull out, if they pull out. Oh no! Oh shit! It's just having a tough time. I think they took out some of their own. Down to 9, yeah? They killed one of their own and the bolts got wasted on the hill here, but they did succeed in killing a lot of troops, and they just missed the General of Umbar. Boy's General was really lucky here. Even when that bolt hit, he was standing just to the right of it. Okay, so the attackers have control of the defenders' right flank. And now they're trying to get troops around there and into the back lines, or to try and target the troops over here. Oh, Froggy got a group of men to try and take out the Khazad Rangers, and since they're fighting, they might be out of ammunition since they're not being withdrawn. We're going to stick D supporting his ally. Okay, what troops are being sent up now? More Moorhead Beast Hunters. Which on Pikemen. Blackrock Engineers. They've not been used yet. It makes me wonder what they're saving them for. Definitely could have used them earlier. If they did, then I'm sorry I missed it. I don't think I've seen the fire yet. Okay, I think I know who that belongs to. Just gotta find them. Got a Downing General here. Oh, nice hits there from Catapult. Oh, that Beast Hunter's getting destroyed. Which on Scourge Raiders throwing their axes as well. Where is that dwarven unit? Oh, those are just orc hunters. Some windy pikes. I can't find it. Oh, whose general was that? It could be the Umbar general. It could be Boyd's general. That's just all hunters there. What have we got left inside here? Bunch of broken troops. So seems like whoever's out here is all that's left. 79 to 84. I'm trying to look for them. I'm not seeing them. There's that dwarven unit before. One is that lobs those big pike bullets at the enemy. There's a nice splash attack too. Okay, Belfast range from Tundra Shocks. Jrose looks like he's trying to pull out and save what's left of his army. Belfast Rangers throwing their jabbies into the sides of the Mithril Guard. All kinds of shutting them down. Troll Hunters attacking from the rear. Okay, I think that was Froggy's general there. What troops are stationed and ready here? We've got the Haven Guard, all our Beast Hunters, Snagger Archers. Nothing there. Demons of the Desert. I was wondering why they never used those guys before. Batting ram being brought up to smash through the gate. Makes sense. Blackhawk Engineers. I haven't really seen much in this fight either. What are they fighting? Oh, Froggy trying to pin the last of the troops outside so the archers can shoot at him. Champions enough for that. Moving in. Yeah, that's good fire from all our Beast Hunters. Alright, they're all broken. Highborns of Erebor are here from Froggy. Okay, that was the Khazad Dum general. It was MP Beckamee's general. Harad's trying to get there. Will he? Will he get there? Oh yeah, this was the troop I was looking for. The Iron Watch. Couldn't find them before, but that was the troops I was looking for. I saw them firing before. Alright, can they get through? The alien spearmen try to hold them back. Let's go inside now. This is a mistake. The defenders can't hold an area this wide with this little troops remaining. And look, how many of the Iron Watch do they have left? I can't see the Iron Watch anywhere. Most of these troops are actually broken. Alright, it's pretty much over here, guys, so we will actually times 6 speed it. Because the outcome is now inevitable. Maybe times 2 speed it. Well, actually, we don't watch these catapult shots because... Oh! That's unfortunate. Troops coming around. We've got archers trying to take out the catapult crew. Okay, catapult's shut down now. Fast forwarding it now to the end. Oh, witches are firing too.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Solid fight there. My only criticism on the map was that it was a bit too grindy. It really forces the attackers to only go with 2 options, which actually ends up being 1 option, because, you know, the pass converts into 1 and have to go through the gate. What's the word? Do a gauntlet of death, you know? It's just one area where, and it's raised, so all the javelins, all the crossbows, all the defending archers can just easily shoot at the attackers as they come through. I mean, if you have Blackhawk Engineers on the defenders' side, they would have annihilated those armies once they tried to push. Once the Blackhawk Legion made its move, if the defending troops had the Blackhawk Engineers on their side, that charge would have been nullified like that. So, I mean, there's got to be more paths to this fortress. Make it easier for the attackers to attack from different locations. It also didn't help that the battlements are so protected there is no way to get to the archers or the javelins on top of those battlements, and they can freely shoot at all the attacking troops moving up those stairs. Aside from those key criticisms, the map is great, looks great, and the attackers did very well to win that one. And I guess I'm struggling to understand how the defenders really lost that one, because they were fighting very well and they were getting a lot of kills. They seem to have all the advantages on their side. But Froggy did get through their lines and really kill a lot of the Casimir's Rangers while they still had ammunition. So the attackers did also a lot of key things there to sort of punch through the defence. The Blackwatch Legion was definitely their finest hour. They really turned the tables on the defenders with that big push. So that's probably the move that saved the attackers in the end and helped them win the day. So, going through the attackers' kills now, Jrose, 1072, Tundrous Fox, 1407, Thick D, 1265, Froggy, 1170. For the defenders, MP Beckamy, 1935, Steve Rath, 1823, and Boyd, 1901. So, all respectable kill counts from all players there. Everyone pulled their weight. So, can't really fault them for that. Looking at Jrose's army, his witches only got 112 kills. I think they could have got a ton more, really. Demons of the Desert, disappointingly, were not used at all. I think they could have really got the moved the attackers along much quicker than using the Blackwatch Legion at that point. I think they could have used the Demons of the Desert to really get those stairs faster. But they won without them, so I guess they weren't needed after all. I'm just disappointed they didn't use them at the end of the day. Trolls of Gundabad, 93. Blackwatch Legion, 102. Blackwatch Legion, 150. And Guardians of Kandun, 11. Witchon Hammerguard, 122. And I'd add that while I didn't see the Demons of the Desert or the Blackhawk Engineers fire, can someone confirm whether they actually fired? Because I never saw them fire. Just because I didn't see them fire doesn't mean they didn't fire. So, if they did, say so, and I'll say, okay, I was wrong. But my impression is I didn't see them being used at all. They really helped the attackers out instead of prolonging this battle for as long as it was. But, good battle. Thank you to Jrose for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys next time. Bye.